Hi, I'm Jefferies. I'm doing the final project for our Communications 100 class, and this is our informative presentation. Today, I just wanted to talk about how we can get our arms stronger, so the muscles in our arms. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I want to be a PE teacher and a football coach after I graduate college, and I feel like that relates to my field, and also because we have a lot more time to ourselves because of the social distancing from the coronavirus. And so I figured, like, many of us probably have wanted to maybe get stronger or get in better shape, and now like we have the time to do it. So I thought, why not talk about this? So the three main points I want to talk about as it relates to getting your arms stronger is I want to talk about one of the most popular lifts, the bicep curl, and just go into a little bit more details, maybe more than what we usually know or talk about when we talk about curls. I also want to talk about what to eat for muscle development and growth, and for the overall like health of yourself. And I also am going to talk about how often we should work out our arms so that we don't overexhaust them. So first, I wanted to talk about the curl. This is a lift, and what it looks like is over here. And what you have is you just hold a weight and you just lift it up and then let it hang back down and then just keep lifting it up. So we know that it works the biceps, but there's different parts of the biceps. So the outside of the bicep is the brachialis, and so it's just right here, the outside of the arm. And then the biceps brachii, which is what we think of when we talk about the bicep, has two parts, the long head and the short head, right there. And then we also have, this is kind of a tough word, the brachioradialis, which is the outside of your forearm. And so those are the different muscles that you are working when you do the curl. And another important thing is to remember not to like swing around when you're doing the curl, but just to have good form and be in control. We might want to just jump into like doing a lot of heavy weight, but it's more important to have good form when we're trying to get stronger. The next thing is the types of foods that we want to be eating. Obviously, we think of protein when we talk about muscle growth. And yes, that does help build and repair your muscles. Protein is definitely a necessity. But one thing sometimes that we forget is carbs. According to Dr. Christopher Moore from eatright.org, he says that carbs are the fuel for your body. And so you need the fuel to be able to have a good exercise and to have a good workout. And so it's the combination of the proteins and the carbs that will help you the most in your workouts. I know when we think of carbs, we may think of unhealthy foods, but carbs come in all different shapes and sizes, from fruits, vegetables, grains, and just stuff like that. The next thing I wanted to talk about is how often we should work out. And from Mike Dewar, who has a master's degree in exercise physiology, he suggests that for beginners, they work out the arms 2 days a week, allowing for a 48 to 72 hour rest period. This is for, the rest period is so that the muscles can rebuild and grow up before you work them out again. What happens when you do a workout is you're making tiny tears inside of your muscle fibers. You're breaking them down so that when the protein comes in and builds the muscles back up, the muscles get bigger and stronger so that you can lift more weight and so that you can be overall more strong. So these are just a few tips for what you can do to make your arms stronger. There's obviously many different lifts that you can do that you can look up, but this is just to maybe get you started. Remember to have good form when you're doing your curl workout, to eat the right things, and then to also allow for the proper amount of rest so that you don't overstrain yourself. Thank you.